Hi, everyone. It's Deirdre Morgan, and I'm popping in with a short Zoom talk. Definitely under 15 minutes. I can guarantee you that. Today, I'm going to talk or answer, actually, Kathy A's question. Uh, do you think we've entered the indigo age? Uh, Many of you may remember I've mentioned Kathy a couple of times before. She and I are very dear old friends. We were in psychic class together in Encinitas, California, back in the 70s, and we have managed to keep it all alive still to this day. Kathy always offers me great challenges with questions that are deep and well thought out and have a point. So I'm going to read you what she wrote me so that you get a sense of what's ahead and you get a sense of Kathy and myself. I remembered what caused me to think we have entered the indigo age. See what you think. There is a new and fun phenomena going around called Wordle. It started with some computer guy who created the word game and put it out in the world online free. The New York Times bought it and it is still free. Everyone is doing it. You can only play one game a day. Look it up, hhhp/www.wordle.com. But the real reason it is popular is that everyone has little groups that they share their score with. For instance, my husband and I play with our daughters and their spouses. So 6 of us play every day. It's competitive, yes, and each person responds to each other with little icons of support or commiseration. My husband says it best, quote, I love the fact that all of us are connected every day with icons of support, that even if we don't talk, I know they are all right and they know I'm all right. We also have a different group for a harder game, same kind of thing, with our 2 daughters. No one plays just to have a word game. Everyone plays to be in a little group. It occurred to me that this is a totally indigo thing, all the connection. And I think COVID propelled us into this violet age and out of the violet age and into the indigo age because it forced things like Zoom and Wordle, et cetera, and so forth. The rapid transition is really hard and sometimes frightening. And of course, the corresponding energies are wild. But I think that may be what has happened. See what you and your team thinks. Kathy. Well, me and my team thinks that Kathy has hit the nail on the head. What they are doing with Wordle, what I am doing with Zoom, or you are doing with Zoom or WhatsApp, is we are creating a new way of connecting, of staying in touch, of being with each other. And it's based on electricity and wiring. It's not based on eye to eye and human touch and the individual, which was the theme or one of the themes of the Violet Age. So you'll see it's challenges the mind. You connect with people. You do it regularly. And in this day and age, this is the new play. This is the new game. And it works because the indigo age, the Aquarian age, are electrical in nature, which means they run high wire and on the wire. And it means we all have to up our frequency an octave because the Piscean violet age was magnetic. We drew things. We drew what we were thinking, feeling. We're magnetized. Now we're moving into a period of our growth and evolution, both individually and collectively, where it's about our being innovative and putting out. And this is one of the strongest aspects or facets of the indigo age. Indigo age, Aquarian age are much more impersonal. So the young people today that are indigos are less personal than we are. They don't need the human touch and the yada, yada, yada all the time. They aren't wired that way. They don't have our social needs, not in the same way we have them. I always remember walking down the street in London one day when I was over there, and there were two young men behind me, teenagers. And one young man said to his friend, "Oh, I couldn't believe it. I was answering all the messages and voicemails I got the other day. And my God, Harry answered the phone. And I had to talk for 20, 25 minutes with him. Voicemail is just easier. I don't need to talk to people." That's the young mindset. Now you can condemn it or love it or whatever. I just ask you, accept it, because this is where these people are at. The indigo age is a technological age. It's involved and concerned with humanity, but on a much higher, grander scale than we are, because the violet age was mostly about personal or individual development, growth, achievement, accomplishment, success. The focus in the violet age was on the material, the practical. The violet age was much more into survival themes. Uh, Definitely separatist, because your achievement or your accomplishment or your bank account determined which strata in society you would be placed, you could belong. In the indigo age, we have none of that. The indigos couldn't care less. They don't get hung up on sexual preference, on religion, skin tone. Mm-mm. Not the way we did. It's totally different outlook. They understand why people, they're more compassionate. And yes, there are the anarchists and rebels in every group. And there are young people who are still kicking their heels and perhaps signed up to reflect the individualism of the violet age or the Pisces age or the third dimension. It all runs together. Here's what I'd give you two hints. As one age is being phased out, in this case, violet Piscean age, we see the excesses and the abuses of that age uh, appear on the scene. So, misuse of power, greed, addiction, excess, narcissism, entitlement, all these started off as qualities that needed to be developed on a very positive perspective and end of things, to find oneself, to believe in oneself, to trust oneself, to be confident. And to be confident and develop that confidence and love and appreciation of self, so that when the indigo age came in, you could be part of a community. But since community is based on interdependence, not codependence, okay, you have to have a strong sense of self. That's the gift of the third dimension for us spiritually, all right? So here we are. We are on the threshold of the indigo, the technological advances from airplanes to iPhones to robots and artificial intelligence to fast communication with emails, texts, and FaceTime. Uh, we are into human rights and collectiveness. We are community focused. And by community, we're willing to explore space. We're willing to move beyond our town, our state, our nation, our continent even. We're becoming global. All these are aspects of the indigo age. And here's the kick. I'm asking you to send me your opinion. Do you think we've entered the indigo age? a more technological, impersonal, interactive time where we must come from strength within ourselves. We must honor and celebrate ourselves if we're going to stay here and make a contribution and shift the consciousness of the world. So send me your ideas. Come on now. I don't like talking to the outer space. I like to know what you're thinking. So give me that opportunity. You think you're an indigo? You think you're in violet age? Where do you think you are? You think you're still in third? You think you moved into fourth or maybe fifth? Give me some feedback here. And we'll go over all this on Monday, May 9th at 7 p.m. when the big Zoom monthly overview talk happens. I'm so looking forward to seeing you then, but I thank you very much for joining me today. Take care, stay well, and remember, it's all about love. Everything else is incidental. Hugs.